Hello all, welcome to the Cloud DevOps Guru channel. Today we are going to discuss about the networking commands. In this session, I will cover these all commands for which will help us to troubleshoot the network issues into the Linux administration. Okay, so if you are starting new and learning the Linux as a new, so I had already started the playlist for the Linux. Please go and watch into the Linux playlist first and then you can come and watch the networking commands. So if you are the new on my channel, please do subscribe the channel. If you like my video, please like the video. Okay, let's begin. So ifconfig command. Ifconfig command is used for identify the IP address. What is the IP address of our server? What is the net mask of our server and default gateway of our server. So let's log in into the server first and run the ifconfig command. Ifconfig. So most of the servers are not nowadays it is not having the install the ifconfig. Okay, if you wanted to install the ifconfig, you have to run this command. Just copy it. Before installing anything into the Ubuntu, we have to update the packages, right? Apt update. If you don't know how to install the packages, please go and watch the package manager video into our Linux playlist. So it will update the repository. Now just paste it the command which is recommended to install the ifconfig command into our server. So it is install the ifconfig. Now you can run the ifconfig. Now you can see it is display the information of the Ethernet card which are available into the server. These two Ethernet cards are available into the my server. First one is the Ethernet 0 and LO. Ethernet 0 is the default Ethernet card for the any server. So you can if you are working into the physical server, or if you are working on the AWS, or if you are working on the Azure, wherever you are created the servers, first Ethernet default Ethernet card is the Ethernet 0 and LO means it is local Ethernet. Okay, first here you can see this is the my IP address, this is the net mask information, and this is the broadcast information. Okay, this information is given into the our server using the ifconfig command. So here just you can see if you wanted here it is giving the whole Ethernet card information, means how many Ethernet cards are available into the server, those many Ethernet card information is given. If you wanted to see particular Ethernet card information using the ifconfig, just you can use the ifconfig your Ethernet card name Ethernet 0. So it will give the specific information of the Ethernet 0. Now you can see here it is giving the IP address, net mask, and broadcast address. Okay, if you want to see the information of the LO, just you can replace with the LO. Now you can see it is given the information of the our local Ethernet card. Okay, sometimes while troubleshooting the network, you have to up the Ethernet card or down the Ethernet card. For up and down, you have to use the if up for up the Ethernet card. Just you can give the your Ethernet card name here, whichever you wanted to up. So and press enter. It will make a up your Ethernet card. This tool is not installed. Just you have to install. However, I had installed into the ifconfig, right? So and if down command will help you to down the Ethernet card. If you wanted to down your Ethernet card, just you can specify that Ethernet card name here and press the enter. It will down, and once you down the Ethernet card, that network, whatever network is coming on that Ethernet card, that will stop and you can troubleshoot your issues. Okay, so these commands are make up and down the Ethernet card while you are troubleshooting the issues. Okay. Next, IP command. IP command is used same like the Ifconfig command also. It is the extended version of the Ifconfig command. It is a newer version. So now IP. So now you can see if I press the only IP, it is not giving the any information. So if you wanted to get the information with the IP, just you can use the IPA. So now you can see similar information is giving like the Ifconfig command. Just clear it and run it once again. Right? If A, IPA, it will give the information of the Ethernet card. Here it is giving the IP address. Okay. If you wanted to get the detailed information, IP, ADDR. So it is also give the same information like a IPA. If you want to get the specific Ethernet card information, just you can use the IPA show whatever your Ethernet card name is there, that you can specify here. So it will give the information about the only your Ethernet card only. Okay. In this way, you can get the information of your Ethernet card using the IP command also. Now, next command we will understand, that is the traceroute. Traceroute command is used to troubleshoot the network issues, and also it is display the path or hops to reach out the destination domain or destination server. So let's see. Traceroute. For example, google.com. It is not installed. So just copy this and paste it here. It will install the traceroute command into our server. Now you can see it is giving the information of, it is giving the detailed information how it is traveling to reach out the our google.com. First, this is the routes. First it will go to the here, then it will go to the here. So how it travels to reach the google.com from my machine to the google.com. So it takes the 24 hops. This we call the hops. These are called the hops. Okay. Now I wanted to trace route the yahoo.com. Let's see how many hops it will take. Now you can see it is taken the 15 hops to reach out the yahoo.com, and it is taken the 24 hops to reach out the google.com. So these are the hops, how it will travel. Traceroute will tell us to how it is travel in between to reach out to our destination server. Okay, if we have the any issues in between these servers, it will stop there and give the issues. Means we will identify in which place we have the issue to travel the packets from one server to the another server. Okay. Then we will understand the ping command. Ping command is used for check the network connectivity between the two servers. For example, you have the A server and the B server, right? Inside the two servers, you wanted to check the network connectivity between those two servers, you can use the ping command. Ping, for example, I will check I'm getting the network into my server or not using the ping google.com. So if we are getting the internet, it will give this information. Otherwise, it will not reachable. Okay. Now, if you wanted to stop, you can just use the Control C to terminate that output. So now you can see it has transmitted the 20 packets, received the 20, and 0 packets are lost. Hence my network connectivity is the better from my server to the google.com. Okay. Now I wanted to ping. I'm not having the any IP address. I wanted to ping 192.168.100 1.100 for example. So I'm not having this IP address in my network, so it will give the issue. Now you can see it is not able to ping to that IP address. Now here you can see it is transmitted the 56 packets, 0 received. 100% packet loss means you are not having any communication between your server and that IP address. So it will identify is your network connectivity is okay between the two server or not. If you are not, then you have to do the troubleshooting. Okay. Now, when you are doing the ping google.com, it continuously pinging, right? How many times? So many times whenever until you press the Control C, right? When you press the Control C, it will terminate the pinging. If you wanted to limit how many times you wanted to ping, you wanted to give the instruction to the ping command, just you can use the ping -c. For example, I wanted to ping only once, then google.com. So it will ping once and come back to the answer. So now here you can see it is sent the 1 packet, received 1, 0 packet loss, means your communication is the better. Now 192.168. For example 0.1. Now you can see it sent the 1 packet, 0 received, 100% packet loss, means it is not able to communicate to that IP address or host name. So next command is the Netstat. So Netstat is the command which is very helpful while troubleshooting the network issues. So it will give the information of our route. Also it is information about the open sockets. So it gives the so many information using the Netstat. Let's see. Now Netstat. So now you can see here it is giving the loads and loads of information. It is connected to some port number, inodes, path. So these are all the information it has given in using the Netstat command. But now I wanted to give fetch the information about the only ports. So it is giving the in the weird format. So now I wanted to get the information about the listening ports into the my server. Whenever, for example, whenever you install the some server into the your, for example, I will install here apt install Apache 2, for example. This Apache 2 server works on the 80 port number. If you are not having the open 80 port into your server, this will not work properly, right? So let's see. So now we will see the netstat command. Netstat command is used for display the information about the listening ports. It is display the information about the open sockets, and also it will display information about the route. So you have to run netstat command. So it will give the loads and loads of information. Here netstat. So now you can see it is giving the loads of information which is required to troubleshoot the issues. It is give the TCP information, UDP information. If you wanted to get the only TCP information, just you can use the -t TCP. If you wanted to get the information about the UDP, just you can use the U here. It will give the information about our UDP. So how we can know these options? You can use the man netstat to get the more options of the that command. So now you can see loads and loads of options are given into the documentation, right? So just I'm clearing this. Just I had installed the Apache into the my server, right? Now I wanted to get the information about the Apache server. So here you can use the netstat hyphen. I wanted to get the TCP. I wanted to get the UDP, and also I wanted to get the listening port in the numerical format. N means numerical format. So now you can see it is giving the, if you are not added the N, so it will give in different format, but it is not given the numerical format, right? You can see here it is giving the numerical port numbers, but here it is not giving the any numerical port numbers, right? So just use the TULNP, means it is giving the port information in the numerical format. Now here you can see Apache. This process is running on the 80 port number, right? Here you can see it is listening the 80 port. If you wanted to check whenever you install your port number, whenever you install the application, that application is working on some port number, that port number is listening on that service or not. If it is not listening, then you have some issue with your service, then you have to troubleshoot that. So for getting that information using the netstat, you have to use the netstat -t. T means TCP, U means UDP, L means listening port, N means it shows the information in the numerical format, P means ports. So this type of option will help you to get the information about the listening port in the numerical format in the server. If you wanted to get the specific information of service like Apache 2, so now you can see Apache 2 information it has given the, it is listening on the 80 port number. If you know only port number of that service, you don't know the service name, then just you can fetch the based on the port number also. So in this way, netstat command will help you to understand that port is listening into your server or not. If you have the issue, then you have to troubleshoot that issue using the netstat command. Okay, and also netstat command is help us to get the route table information into the our server. So just you can use the netstat -r. Okay, netstat. Netstat -r. So see, it is giving the information about the route table into the our server. How we can route packets into the our server. So that information also getting using the netstat command. So netstat command is very helpful while troubleshooting the network issues and while helpful the application issues into the server. Okay, next command is the route. Route command is useful to get the information about the route table into the our server. Just you can use the route. So netstat -r also give you the same information, and route command also used to give the same information. So using the route and netstat -r, you will get the information about the route table into the our server. Okay, then we will understand the dig command. Dig command is used for query to the DNS server. This command is used to DNS lookup to query the DNS name server, and also it is used to troubleshoot the DNS related issues. So how we can do that? Use the dig, for example google.com. So now you can see it is giving the records of Google. It is query to the Google DNS server, and it is fetching the information. What is the IP address of the our Google? What are the A records into the Google DNS server? So this information will give you to troubleshoot the issues. So now you can see google.com have these many IP addresses into the DNS server. Okay, just dig command will help you to identify the issues into the DNS. Here in using the dig command, we will get the by default A record information. If you wanted to get the different record information, just you can pass that here. For example, you wanted to MX record information. So just you can pass it. Now you can see google.com SMTP server is this one. This information you will get by passing the option into the command. Now if you wanted to get the NS server information, just you can use the NS here. So that NS server information also give the by the dig command. Okay. Now next command is the NS lookup command. This is NS lookup command is also same like a dig command. It is also query to DNS for and also helpful to resolve the DNS issues using the NS lookup command. NS lookup your server IP or DNS name. NS lookup. So now it is gives the information in different way, but it is the similar information which is given by the dig command. So now you can see name of the domain, your IP address. These many IP addresses are assigned to the Google domain. Okay. Now next command is the host command. Host command is also used to query the DNS, and also it is used for troubleshooting the DNS issues, but it will get the IP address of the domain name google.com. Now you can see has IP address. This is the IP address, host, and it will give the, if you given the IP address, it will give the host name to of the IP address. Here you can see domain name pointer to this one. Okay, in this way you can use the to troubleshoot the any DNS related issue. You can use the dig command, you can use the nslookup command, or you can use the host command to troubleshoot and query to the DNS server. Now at the end we have the command is the host name. Host name command is used to get the host name of your server. Now you can see what is the host name of my server. It is giving the output into the host names command. If you wanted to change the host name of your server, just you can use the host name, and for example I wanted to give the server1 dot example.com. Now you can press the host name. So it is set up the host name temporarily into your server. If you wanted to change the host name permanently into your server, if you are using the Ubuntu, just you can go inside the etc host name and change it. So if you change here, it will permanently change the host name of your server. If you wanted to make a permanent change, just you can go inside the etc host name and change the host name here, whatever you would like. And if you are using the Red Hat, that configuration file name is the etc sysconfig network. So in that file, you can go and change the host name permanently. That will reflect every time whenever your server is rebooted. So in this way, we can use these networking commands and troubleshoot our issues with these networking commands. That's it from my end today. If you like my video, please like the video, subscribe the channel. Thank you.